Hi, I'm Russell. I'm here with my 1967 GTO. Recently, I wanted to take the old steering wheel off that came with the car when I bought it from the people who had it before me, who had it restored. And kind of like the color faded away and it got kind of ugly, and then I decided to buy a new one, which I did. In any event, I couldn't get the old steering wheel off, and there was no instruction to how to get the old steering wheel off. So I wound up just ordering all the new parts and kind of figured it out. So now that I've already done it, I might as well make a video of it for anybody else who wants to take on the same project, because I really thought that it would just turn and pop off like some of the old ones in the old cars, but it wouldn't do that. So I wound up breaking some of the inside mechanism up and whatever, but this is how you're going to change it. First, you're going to need a screwdriver, because you're going to want to pop off the cap. This is the first thing that comes off. So you want to try to do it nice and neatly so you don't damage the finish. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do to this one. Another tool that you'll need is very important, steering wheel puller. This is a steering wheel puller, and you're going to need that, and I'll show you how to use that. You're going to need a 7/8 wrench, the actual wrench on the steering wheel itself to loosen it after you get the puller on. You're going to need this is a 1/2 inch, because the 1/2 inch works the screws on the steering wheel puller. And anyway, let's just get started here with it. Now, the reason why I'm taking this off again is because when I put it on a little crooked. So what I did is I took a piece of tape and I marked where it is now and where it has to be. It has to be in this configuration, because right now when I'm driving straight, the wheel is like this. So I'm going to pop it off, and when I'm going to return it, I'm going to put it back on like this. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is going to pop off. Whoop, that's my horn, which should be disconnected. There we go. Okay, next step. Incidentally, this is the original, because I noticed that the repro that I bought isn't as clean on the inside. As a matter of fact, let's go show you what the difference is. The original cap, if you can see the detail inside here, it's a lot more detailed than the repro. Kind of a lot nicer looking. Also, this part here that I replaced, the original weighs like twice as much. I don't know, this is probably made out of aluminum. I don't know what it's made out of. It might even be plastic. But the original is like twice as heavy as this. So just goes to show you that the repro parts are really not as nice as the original. So if you have the originals, that's really the way to go. Okay, so we're going to put on the, we're going to get the cap off here. Come on, there we go. So this is the first part to come off. Actually, we want to leave the tape on the base of the steering wheel, not the cap. So I'm going to fold this back a little bit, loosen this. Be very gentle when you're working on these cars. Okay. Incidentally, this is the contact that beeps the horn, but it's not working now. I don't know why. Well, whatever. It was working a minute ago. Okay, let's get this on here. I'm gonna screw this here. Oh, it's because the whole mechanism for the horn is in here. That's what makes it beep right there. So that's why it's not beeping now. Okay, so put this here. You notice there's 2 holes in every steering wheel, so you can put where you put the puller. Want to screw these all the way in as far as they go. Okay, and then this is what actually pulls the. Actually, we're going to have to go a little bit deeper with these. There we go. Now, when I start turning this, the wheel's just going to pop right off because it's spring loaded. So you think that it's going to be a hard thing, but no, that's it. That's all it is. Now it comes off. So then you'll pull it off. But we are going to take off. The one thing that we really should have done that we didn't do was disconnect the battery, because now I got the horn like out on a trigger. So hopefully the horn doesn't start blowing, and then we got to stop the video and disconnect the battery. I'm going to try to do this really gentle, but I got to get the steering wheel puller off, because we don't need the steering wheel puller anymore once the wheel comes off. Incidentally, I got this steering wheel from Ames. It was about $300, and it seems to look really nice. I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this, because this has to be also turned as well, because this has to match up with the hole here. So and we got to make sure that it fits in the grooves, which it does. Okay, so now since it's the steering wheel is spring loaded, so we got to push in, and then we put the cap that we took off. Okay, notice there's a little tab right here. See the little tab? That's going to go into this notch on the collar. This collar here is held in by these screws. That's another part to the horn kit. So this part here around the base of the steering wheel screws in with these 3 screws, and this notch here is what allows you to attach this in the correct place. So I'm going to put that on. And that's your horn right there. So now, in order to get this to stay, then we put the original washer back, the original screw that holds the cap in. We can get it just started. That's what we need right there. And now we're ready to tighten the steering wheel back in, and now it's straight. There you go. Now your horn is good, and the wheel is in the right spot. And then we get the cap. Incidentally, this piece of plastic is new, because the old one was kind of faded. So the reproduction emblem is great, and plus you could kind of turn it if you want to get it exactly a little bit the way it's supposed to be. Then there's a notch inside here. I don't know if you can see. I could point to it with the screwdriver. There's a notch here, a notch here, and a notch up here. And so you're going to want to get it so they all the notches line up. So I'm going to get this one here, this one here, this one here. Now what's going to happen is the horn is going to beep because the battery's connected. There we go. There it is. It's in perfect, the way I wanted it to be. And now I'm happy because my steering wheel is straight as the wheels are straight. Thank you for watching. I hope this is a big help. Thank you.